Okay, so I just need more chromatic metal at the moment. Just being not a great word. Well, I mean, it says there's a copper deposit over there. Let's go find out if there is. Yeah, that sounds a little bit like Cyclops being a primary. Primary base. Hey, that is definitely copper. I feel like I saw something over there, but I think that's just a sodium plant that they make all obvious. Are you unfriendly? It is a good parent. Isn't that a nice tag for a species? Okay, let's refill this, I guess. I mean, a little bit, anyway. Would you leave, Sentinel? There. I need this copper. Delicious, delicious copper. Good old Star Destroyers. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see them add space stations, just because space stations are really cool. But obviously, that's a lot of additional, like, how are we enabling the player to build in space type stuff. That is kind of a non-trivial thing to have to figure out the answer to. I'd like to see it, but obviously it's what they think they can actually implement in a way that's reasonable and fun. Okay, well, I think I've mined out this bit of copper. How is that doing supply-wise? 116, so that should be 50-something. So that should be enough chromatic metal, right? I think so. That was nice, conveniently close pile of copper. Okay, did I leave my thing in here? I did. Go me. I need to give you this copper. Okay, now that can process that, and I guess I'm gonna go harvest some more ferrite. Salt is actually very valuable, it seems, so the fact that this is full of salt is actually quite useful. Hi. You're alarmed because I am blowing up rocks, are you? Get out of here. Oh, whatever. Sentinel. These are interestingly shaped clouds. I just want to go back to harvesting rocks. But I guess this sentinel doesn't want me to. Cool. You... I think I have enough for you. The chromatic metal, friend. Do you have it? Our relationship is not yet clear, but it is obvious from the urgency in the Gek's voice that they are uncomfortable with my inaction. I sense they have grand plans for me. It is only natural, I suppose. They must sit here alone, bound by some unknown pact, while I have the freedom of the stars. The Overseer is anxious for me to continue with my mission. Apologize. Apologize for my lack of speed. They seem pleased by my contrition. Wait, how much chromatic metal do I need? Oh, okay. I just needed to wait for the quest to update. There you are again, traveler. I am sure you have the required materials this time. The Overseer speaks strangely, implying that we have performed this encounter before. I have no memory of such meetings. I ask who paid them for this service they are performing for me. They laugh and claim that my child did many years from now. I do not know what they are talking about. Time travel! That always makes everything more clear. The Overseer asks me for the chromatic metal. Here, have some chromatic metal. Perfect, friend. I knew you would succeed. Just what I need to finish these science terminal plans. And then he points his fingers at me. Cool. Okay, so now I need magnetized ferrite. We have littered the universe in our greed, traveler. This planet is no exception. But there's much that can be done with litter. Make your way to an abandoned structure and harvest the data from their terminals. I shall use it to fashion those plans for a storage container. Resource analyst Nosu is reflective for a Gek. They almost seem to regret the greed that characterizes their people. They wish to make something new from the remains of the old. Is this just greed in disguise or something else? Whatever their motive, the Overseer claims I will find data for a storage container blueprint in a nearby structure. You won't regret it, friend. I have marked you a site that seems to be ripe for exploitation. Oh, okay. Cool. I am going to retrieve more stuff from here. It wouldn't happen to be literally that base over there, would it? Right, so I'm not walking to that. Those are some mountaintop trees, is what those are. What is this? Oh, distressing. Ow. This is some sort of abandoned building. Ooh, some condensed carbon. A forgotten terminal. Residual goop. A pulsating, foul-smelling goop that builds up in poorly maintained machinery. Skin contact is not advised. Yeah, so the storage containers are, like, really good for holding a lot, eh? I guess I'll store this goop. User identified. Terminal active. Accessing schematics. The place the Overseer has led me to has long since fallen into disrepair. Its panels are buried beneath the same oily, pulsating fauna that I have seen before in long-abandoned buildings. The air is fetid and damp. I power up the terminal with little hope of success, but to my surprise, it buzzes noisily and springs to life. Well, let's analyze some schematics. My overseer's intuition has served me well so far. I shall have to trust that these schematics contain the required data. And I got some projectile ammunition. That's cool. I'm guessing there's nothing else going on with this. Terminal breach, security measures activated, user logged, data wiped. The terminal has not responded positively to my probing. I have the data I need, but there seems little hope of gathering more information. I see. Well, let's go ahead and return back then. Can you... I guess you probably have to do transfer stuff with them, but you might be able to increase transfer range. Okay, that's a little far away, but whatever. The one problem with my base location is it seems a place that's very popular for sentinels. Hello, you're back. I am so glad, friend. I'll extract the storage blueprint as soon as I have the data. It's good to see the Gek is so invested in the success of our home. They are clearly happy to see me, energized for the task at hand. Here, have some data. Here's your blueprint, as promised. A trivial task. The code was just sitting there to be manipulated. Cool. So this requires magnetized ferrite. Now then, you think, friend, that we should put that science terminal to use? Fill our home with the clicks and lights of the Korvax? It would be so lovely. The overseer feels the base would benefit from a Korvax scientist. They would like to see good use made of the blueprint they worked so hard on. I'm so glad we had this chat, friend. Okay. I think I need more base space. Which means I want to clear these rocks out of the way. Actually, I should start this refining because I need... Is it pure ferrite makes magnetized? Yeah. You go ahead and work on that. I'm going to... Okay, metal walls are made of ferrite dust. That's kind of what I thought. Oh, that's not what I meant at all. There we go. I wanted a floor there. Oh. Yeah, I imagine. Okay, let's see. I want walls. I need more carbon for walls. Fortunately, there are all of these trees nearby. How convenient. When there aren't sentinels around to tell me not to harvest trees, anyway. Let's see. So, it says I need to hire scientists. Do I need to make a station first or not? Oh, not enough carbon. Need more carbon. Yeah, that's what I think. Let's make the terminal first. You definitely get a lot more carbon once the tree or whatever explodes. It is really cold here. Negative 76 Fahrenheit, basically. Okay, so this is equipment. And I need a science terminal. Okay, but that requires a bunch of magnetized ferrite, which I should have sitting around in my refiner. Oh, there's storage. Okay. Okay, the science terminal requires a skilled scientist for operation. You can recruit scientists in space stations within Korvax controlled systems. Cool. And I just walked out of my house because I made it open there. I think I might leave my refiner there for the time being. Okay, so now I need to go back to a space station. Where did I leave my ship? Up on a hill. There it is. Oh. Launch thrusters. They want that uranium. That sweet, sweet uranium. Let's see. Is there another space station around? Or is that the one that's in the area? Well, I guess we're going there. Flying through space. Let's see. Now, does hiring a scientist require credits? Probably. You only get 18 station. Hi? The life form looks at me, traces of fear and surprise in their eyes. Yeah, okay, bye. Why do I feel like I don't want to fall down that? That feels like a bad thing to do. Okay, let's just go to the other side. That seems like it's more useful at this. Actually, while I'm over here, I might as well sell some salt, I think. Yeah, because I do not have much in the way of funds. Okay, let's go ahead and sell some salt. There we go. Wow. Cobalt's valuable. Okay, well, let's go. Gotcha. Well, I'm not feeling a particular need to try personally, but I definitely feel like falling down there would be bad if you could, though. Okay, so this is the recruitment office. I am assuming. Hi? The lights in the electronic life form's mask casing seem to constrict. They tilt their heads slightly as they chitters at me, perhaps wondering what it is that I want. Huh. Okay, well, I don't have directions. Well, entity offers directions to a place of interest. That's cool. Lights, okay. They jerk their sharply to the right, strange by noise signaling an onrush of unseen data. Download over, they downgrade their communication channels to those of conventional speech. Okay, so if I had copper lying around, I could purchase that from them. Okay. More directions. Convergence entity Davig. I draw the electronic life form from the work. They greet me politely, but when they see my bolt caster, they begin to vibrate with fear. I haven't built a bolt caster. They clearly want to get back to the research work, but they're too terrified to look for me. I might try to come. Okay, so this is not working. I am going to leave the life form alone. I just got 20 nanite clusters for saying I'm not bothering you. My standing with Korvax is increased, so that's cool. How do I hire scientists? Let's see. Ooh. New Korvax rank. I ranked up in my Korvax friendship. Staff are available to hire in space stations. Okay. That makes sense to me. You're an operator entity. You're an interface entity. And Korvax convergence something. Speak slowly, calmly, and deliberately. Their casing lights flash. Despite their vast intellect, they clearly haven't been able to predict what I want from them. I can ask for directions. Operator entity? Okay. I'm able to understand a little bit more. A multitude of processes appears to be working within the electronic life form. There's one, however, a very simple and inelegant one that's devoted to conversing with creatures of low intelligence. Right now, a fraction of that process seems to be directed at me. Do you have any directions? Oh, well, apparently not. Code entity. Echo analyst. Echo analyst. I have met 10 aliens. That's the mercenary. Oh, maybe you allow me to hire scientists. You allow me to hire scientists? No. So it says that they're available. Oh. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm pretty sure the quest is... Yeah, I mean, this is my quest right now, so... I guess I need to go to the other space station, wherever that is. Right, I need to actually manually take off. For some reason I thought I would do it the moment I stepped in my ship, but obviously not. Is there another space station? Like, there's that one. There's a trading post over here. Here's what that's about. Yeah, like I was expecting it to direct me at like... this planet has an interesting ground texture. Different system. That could be. I'm gonna see what's over here. Hello, priest entity. Do you have directions? Not really. Oh. Okay, well. I can sell my residual goop here if I want to. Quantum accelerator. This place is kind of cool though. Okay, well, let's see if I can figure out what I'm doing. Okay, so that's not the guide. Let's see. There's a thing about upgrading your equipment. Okay. Portal glyphs. Nothing there. Okay, so this must be my log. The higher base scientists. Okay, so my primary mission is to craft a warp fuel, and I need to find antimatter. I need to... Okay. Okay, so I need to go to that. So let's follow these actual instructions. Although this monolith is right over here, so I'm going to go check that out first. Maybe? Oh, no, wait. That's kind of far away. Yeah, that's also a little bit far away, but... Yeah, I needed to... I think that's why it's telling me to change the active quests. It's because I needed to do so. Almost there. Kind of. Ooh, a big lake. Yeah, it makes sense. The Awakening is your tutorial on how to get out of system. Eventually. Bet that ring's full of resources. Interesting. Yeah, I can't pulse engine. Kind of want to pulse engine around the planet. I don't know if that's actually faster or not, but... feels like it was. Feels like it's faster to leave the atmosphere, pulse around the planet, and then re-enter. Okay, let's see what this business is about. Oh, more of these goopy things. Another deserted terminal. Terminal online. Selecting key. Decrypting. Success. The terminal is clogged with an unnerving, pulsating slime. Nevertheless, it appears to function. As I touch the input panel, the alien substance reacts violently. I make a note to avoid getting closer. The device opens, revealing a single unblinking crimson eye. Oh, that's why it was telling me to follow the crimson eye. It deposits a sample of antimatter accompanied by a strange message. Okay. You will find us when the time is right. And then a bunch of 16s. 7 16s, specifically. Okay. Antimatter housing. Secure antimatter containment device required before antimatter can be safely secured as warp cells. Rebound oxygen forms a protective gas pocket, preventing the antimatter from reacting with the surrounding casing. Cool. Is there any other loot around here? Not much, a little bit. There's where I put my spaceship. Okay. I need to open up my okay. Carbon, let's put you in my high capacity. Okay. So I can make this housing. And then I can make a warp cell. Cool. Now I need to fuel the hyperdrive. Somehow. Oh, I have a rocket launcher. Okay.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
So do I... Okay, I go over here.
Technology recharge.
I mean, sort of. FTL propulsion drive that allows Starship to attain warp speed and jump between neighboring systems. User is advised to access hyperdrive systems through galactic map. I feel like confusing hyperdrive and warp speed is a little confusing, but okay. Okay, make your way into space. That I can manage. Goodbye, atmosphere. Okay. Galaxy map. Cool. How do I work this?